Hello and welcome to day 3 of 7 strategies in 7 days to not stress about people. And day 3 is all about people are different. Not everybody is like you. They don't think like you. They won't behave like you. They won't do what you think they should do. But thinking that this is how somebody should think or somebody should behave is only going to cause you the stress and anxiety. I touched on before in the previous 2 about personality types, and this is actually quite important when it comes to understanding that everybody's different. There are 3 major personality types that we talk about, and one is that nurturer. The other one is the sort of the leader, the controller, and the third one is the adventurer, the freedom seeker. And everybody deals with things in a different way. You know, if you just take, just briefly, we're just going to go through it briefly, because it's a massive subject I could talk all day about. But we've talked about the nurturer, and those people are incredibly caring about other people, and family is very important. They don't understand why people would upset other people. They don't understand why somebody else is nasty. And it causes them a great deal of stress. Excuse me. When there's conflict and when other people behave in a not very nice way. Then you've got the leader type personality. And if you have that leader type personality, you're probably quite driven, you're focused, you're motivated, you have very, very clear set of beliefs of what is right and what is wrong. And you don't understand that other people have a different way of thinking. Your way is the right way. Of course it is. Why would you intentionally do something the wrong way? You wouldn't. So you believe that your way of thinking and your way of doing things and your way of behaving in life is the right way. And it is for you, but there are other ways. So for that type of leadership personality, and don't get me wrong, it's a great personality and asset to have. It's the people that make things happen, that drive progress forward, that have the attention to detail, have the tenacity to see things through, and are very good at guiding and leading and training other people to do things their way. But there are different personality types. And the third personality type, which does particularly tend to stress out the leader type personality, is that adventurer, that freedom seeker. These people are your entrepreneurs, are your free thinkers. You can often spot them just by looking at them. They're the people who will have bright pink or bright blue hair, or wear very brightly coloured clothes. They might drive a flash car or wear designer clothes. In the public eye, a lot of the celebrities, artists, are this sort of adventure, freedom seeker personality, because they like to be centre of attention, and they thrive in that spotlight. But they have no attention to detail, and they get bored really easily of anything mundane. This is why their personality type is particularly suited to being an entrepreneur. Sales and marketing also are personality traits, or jobs rather, of this personality trait, because when they're interested and excited about something, they have all the energy in the world. They throw everything at it, and it consumes them. It's their passion and their centre, and they give it everything to get it going. But as soon as it's at a level where it's easy, then they get bored and they move on. And this is where other people then need to pick it up. In an organisation, you need all these personality types. But this adventurer, this freedom seeker personality type will upset the other personality types from several perspectives. Interestingly, or of note, is they're not very good at timekeeping. It's not the first thing on their mind. And they don't understand that it upsets other people when you let people down, or you change appointments, or you don't turn up, because it wouldn't matter to them. You know, and this is where, you know, we judge everybody else from our own personality. So because they, I mean, if you rang one of these adventurers up and you went, hey, I don't know, Paul, I can't make it out tonight. Can we rearrange? They'd go, yeah, no problem, and they'd find something else to do. It wouldn't bother them in the slightest. But when that Paul rings up, or they probably don't even ring up, or they'll just go, hey, can't make it tonight. They don't realise that if it's a settler, nurturing type personality, that person will go, oh my God, they don't like me. What's wrong? What have I done? They don't want to go out with me. If it's the leader type personality, that person will just get really annoyed because I've been planning around this all week. I've moved this and I've moved that, and you can't be bothered to show up. And because the leader type personality doesn't really have that flexibility of changing plans last minute. They hate it when somebody else changes their plans on them. Because they're all very much structured and about planning. Whereas the freedom person goes with the flow, and it might just be that they've got something else to do that they've considered, that's got to be done now, and I can see my mate anytime. And they don't mean to upset people, they just don't realise that in their wake of excitement, they cause devastation with the people around them. And it's just allowing, it's just them, you know, you can't change them. If you get stressed about them, it's your stress. They won't worry about it because they don't know that it's upset you. If they're doing it frequently, tell them. They don't know. Also, in an organisation, and you may know somebody like this in the organisation you work in, sales and marketing, they're great at, especially like the sales and getting up and doing the presentation. They will close a sale and they will move on. They're not interested in the contract and dotting the I's and crossing the T's and doing all those little bits of information. I used to work in IT many years ago, and the salespeople were the bane of the life of the engineers who then had to go and install the stuff that the salespeople had sold, because they didn't put the detail in. Now, engineers are often the leadership people who that attention to detail, that logic and that structure is very, very important to them. So they want to know exactly what they're doing. The salesperson, the adventure type personality, doesn't care about the detail. Their interest is in concept. So they've got the concept, they've got the contract, they've got the signature, they've got the order. They're on to the next exciting thing. And so everybody else is picking up. You will never change that type of person. You know, look at their strengths and what they do. You know, if you had somebody in that attention to detail all the time, they'd never get a contract. They'd get so wound up in bogged down in all the detail that they probably wouldn't move on. So, you know, allow them that and just have the other systems in place, or have some other strategy in place where you can then deal with that person and that way of working. But expecting them to be different and to behave differently is going to cause you the stress, not them. And it's the same with the controlling type personality, the leader type personality. They have very, very set up. They want to make the decision. Now, trying to go up against them, they love conflict. So if you try and go up against them, you know, they're warriors. They love the challenge, they love the battle, and they love winning. If you get top sports people, they will be this type personality. You know, the dedication, the tenacity, the strength it takes, the strength of mind it takes to be top of your game. They will be this leadership type personality. So, you know, they're very competitive and they have to win. And that's the same as wherever you come across them in your walks of life, whether it's in your personal family or your at work, people you deal with at work. If you go to them with a direct suggestion of, oh, I think we should do this, you're quite likely to meet with resistance because they want to have the decision and the input. There are different strategies. Actually, I wrote there's a blog on the website, it's called How to Control a Control Freak Without Them Knowing. That's all about how to deal with this type of personality. Because you know, you go up against them, you will constantly meet conflict, and then you'll tend to keep clashing with these people. You can learn different strategies to do that. You know, if you went, instead of saying, oh, I think we should call the meeting on Tuesday afternoon, If you went to them and say, do you think we should have that meeting on Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday afternoon? Actually, it doesn't make any difference to you, but they've made the decision, they're happy, you've got your answer. So it's just dealing with things a slightly different way. And with the nurturing personality, expecting somebody who has that lovely nurturing personality to get in the competitive game and to want to win is being completely unrealistic. It's not what they're about. They're about helping everybody else win, not for themselves. They put everybody else first, to their own cost, because this can go too much over the top, and they end up compromising their own happiness for other people. And they don't understand, this other attitude of competition and conflict and directness, and from the adventurer and freedom seeker, the changing their mind the last minute and being unreliable, and they will get upset and think that that's about them and they've done something wrong. So basically, my rambling, the point is people are different. Allow them to be them. Give them permission to be them, and accept people for who they are. Don't expect them to be like you, because they're not. People are different. Okay, so that's it. I've gone on a bit for today. People are different. Day 4 tomorrow, and we will talk about balance in life. Very, very important. So I will see you tomorrow. Check your inbox as normal, and have a good day. Bye.